All right, y'all. If you're not feeling warm, cozy, and bright, then this is going to do it for you. Today, if you can see me, we are looking at the Volux Flaris 1XK, which is really the first strobe fixture that I've ever seen, especially at this price point, that combines a lot of cool things, really bright, even though it's down at like, 10% right now. And oh, yeah, really nice, warm whites. Let's dive in. Okay, so the quick spiel on the Volux Flaris 1XK is it is a tilting strobe fixture. So we can tilt it. We've got 180 degrees of tilt, like pretty typical in this market. You got a lot of those. It's weatherproof, IP65 for temporary outdoor use, live shows, stuff like that. But what I think really sets this guy apart is the warm white. And there's kind of two parts to that. Okay, so let's walk through it. So I've got this fixture in the 208 channel mode because why not go for the highest if you're not doing a bunch of them? And it has 96 zones of RGBW control, and that W is that warm white. This is that straight warm white. I just brought the white channel up to like 10%. That's all you see right now. Okay. And then as mentioned, let's just run a quick little red effect. We've got 96 zones. Yeah. I believe, of the colors, or rather 24 zones of the colors. Sorry. So you can see that looks pretty nice. You can kind of see it across there, but we'll get some better footage here. Right now, this is all just a little bit too bright. So we've got it. It's dancing across. We're gonna keep turning it down. But the cool thing, we've got 24 individual zones there. And so then we get the strobe tubes, 96 of them, and they are what Volux calls a cool white, though as you can see, it's a little bit warmer than my 6000K wash light that is our front light here in the studio. And I would argue that it is a warmer white than most of the strobe fixtures on the market, maybe equal to or warmer, not cooler. A lot of them are really bluish, right? This one's not. Okay. And so, as I mentioned, then we've got 96 of those. You have a very nice, very cool scrolling effect across the whole face of that fixture. I know it just blows out everything on the cameras because yes, it is that bright. Okay, so what does the Flaris 1XK do for you that other fixtures don't do? Well, the reason we got into this whole business, right, where we started doing these strobe slash blinder fixtures is to really cast light, out to the audience and have something like the old DWE lamp incandescent blinders for those who remember those, right? The 4-way or 6-way units. And somewhere along the way, honestly, like it's easier to build a fixture with a bunch of cool white and RGB LEDs. It just simply is. It's much easier to engineer. What it turned into was, a lot of these fixtures that are out there on shows, on events, doing this kind of stuff, they honestly make really terrible whites, which stinks, right? Because sometimes you're here and you just want to go ahead and, move it into place and use it for like a really nice wash, right? Like you want to use it. These are really popular like in the church world. And it's like, hey, I just want to take it, stick it in blue, right? And bring it up here to whatever percent I want, right? And just have this really epic backlight wash. This is like 30% right here. Then I want to be able to go, and this is, a super popular look these days and always good is like take it and just do some warm white and just have this really epic, glowing, warm white. And this warm white, you really can't mix from those RGB typical strobe fixtures. And so that's what we really like about this Flaris 1XK from Volux is not only is it bright, as we can see here on all the cameras, but it has that really warm, incandescent looking glow that you can make use of. So it's not just a flashy party trick. It really also can be this nice, warm, really awesome looking white Now I'm going to take it and I'm going to pull some red into it. And you can see just the amber that we're getting out of this is really nice, right? It's just really full, really rich, really peachy, not desaturated, really nice looking amber. And I think that's what's really cool about this fixture is, you're able to go ahead and just get awesome looks and of course do lots of cool chases to be able to make something really, really interesting. Because as you see here, I mean, look at that. You've got 8 zones across in 3 banks. And then in the strobe tubes, I mean, it just goes wild because there's 96 of them in 4 rows. So that would be 24 each, right? So it's still the math adds up in that you've got 8 and you've got 24 as the RGB cells and the strobe cells. They go across. They're very bright. Um, and, I hope you can see from this video just how cool this is. Physically, looking at the fixture, it's a really solid build. Volux decided to do handles on the bottom. The popular look out there is handles on the top, which, make it easier. I mean, it depends how it goes in a road case, but it makes it a little easier to get out. This look is really clean with the handles. They're just down here, underneath. And so really clean look. There's enough here that if you've got it in a road case and it's upside down, you can still grab it and get a decent grab on it to pull it out. But definitely like this, it's very comfortable, very usable. Really solid fixtures, inputs and outputs. It'll take DMX, it will take ArtNet, it'll take SACN. And so, really fun fixture. The one thing that surprises me the most, I would say, about the Flaris 1XK, besides just being exceptionally warm, is the fact that it just really hits a good price point for everything that's in it. Like, it's not all that expensive compared to a lot of these other fixtures on the market. But the build quality's there. It feels really great. It's weatherproof. We've been running it here at various levels, and the fans are not really that loud, though there is a silent fan mode should you choose to use it. But overall, I say bring on the warm. Strobe fixtures in the past few years haven't changed all that much, right? You've got long ones, you've got tall ones. A lot of them are really bright. But I think what this brings to the table that's a little bit different and is worth considering is that you get these gold and really nice, luscious, warm whites that you just don't get in other fixtures on the market. And so I think it's really cool. I think it's really cool that they're first at this, as far as I know. And, so check it out. We've got it at aboveavl.com. It's definitely a great strobe fixture / wash backlight effect type thing. Whether you use it in a simple mode or whether you take full control, you get a lot of light out of this thing, a lot of options for animation, a lot of really neat things you can do with it, all without breaking the bank. And that's what we love about Volux. So if that sounds good, head over to Above AVL, check out the Flaris 1XK at our site, and let us know how else we can help you find the perfect lights, audio, and video equipment for what you need over at aboveavl.com. We'll see you guys there. Thanks.